I guess my question is, you said he does have all these options, which I want to see all these options. Are we going to see these options by the end of the year? Because like you said,
I wouldn't say the end of the year because it takes time to make fights, but I think this year you will see these guys mixing it up. I mean, you'll see Earl in a big fight with one of these guys. In his very next fight. You'll see Manny Pacquiao in a fight with somebody. You'll see Keith Thurman in a fight with somebody. You'll see if Danny wins, you'll see him in a big fight. Where's Adrian at? If Adrian pulls off the upset, you're going to see him in the mix. Again, getting back to Granados. Granados was talking to me a while ago about fighting Keith Thurman. You know?
With all these matchups, potential matchups, you could potentially have the welterweight and the strength for 4 years, maybe even 5 years, just with those names by themselves if they fight 3 times.
I wouldn't call it a stranglehold. I mean, it's just business.
Would it be a business strategy to lock Terrence Crawford out of that?
No, nobody's looking to do any of that. I mean, he's a tremendous fighter who we all have a great deal of respect for. Right? This is business. These are fights that we can make right away. And ain't got to argue with nobody about nothing. And they're all a big fights. Every last one of them. Don't get blinded by the screaming, the yelling, the ranting and raving. That's just because it is what it is. That shit is old. Nobody's even thinking about any of that. I mean, you look at these guys, all the guys that we're talking about, and you look at Errol Spence. He just come off of a big fight with Mikey Garcia. Is there something wrong with fighting in front of 47,000 people in Cowboy Stadium, doing 400,000 homes, making a shitload of money, raising your profile? Is anything wrong with that? In Mikey Garcia's case, okay, he dared to be great. He came up short. He's still a tremendous fighter who has countless options. And oh, by the way, he's his own boss. Do you honestly think that, you know, I heard somebody sent me something, said something about a conversation about, he was talking about making Mikey and Lomachenko. Okay, well, what do you think Mikey got to say about that? You know, this is the same guy that he went down through the situation with, that Mikey's his own boss. And I applaud him for that. See, the problem is now, it was a two-man show before. It was a two-man show before. And the fighters weren't knowledgeable enough about the information. The fighters are smart. And guess what? And guess who paid that way? Floyd Mayweather. He showed these fighters that not only can you be great fighters, you make a shitload of money doing it. And the business model that he put out there, it doesn't necessarily work for everyone. Okay? But it's a business model. These fighters aspire to be great, but they also aspire to make a shitload of money. So these fighters looking at the options and they say, what is the biggest options that I have out there on the biggest platform? And they ain't got to talk to nobody getting it done. These guys are making record purses across the board. Each and every one of these fighters. But again, Floyd Mayweather paid that way. These fighters need to thank Floyd Mayweather, and a lot of them do, because he changed the game. He changed the entire dynamic of the game. I mean, we can go back, we can look at, that's why I say, I know what I'm talking about when I say Gervonta Davis is going to be the biggest star in the entire sport. We can flip this thing back. We can go, so we're in 19 now. Let's go 12, 13 years back. If I would have sat here and told any of you guys that Floyd Mayweather would be the biggest star in all of sports, he would be the highest paid athlete in the entire sports, you'd have told me, get the hell out of here. Each and every one of you would have said that. But he believed, we believed. He came up with a game plan to make that happen. We had a great team. Me, Alan Floyd, Kelly Swanson, our lawyers, John Hornauer. We all had a vision. You know, Floyd's a media team. Everybody was working towards one goal. You know, and that was for him to be TVE. for him to be the biggest guy that's out there in the entire sport. And that happened. Not 1 year, not 2 years, not 3 years. Again, a boxer. So when they say that, oh, you can't do this and this is not happening, no, don't tell me about none of that bullshit.